Hello, and welcome to another update video about ADA. We want to take a look at this move here to the upside, which started in October, on the 18th of October, 19th of October. And we want to take a look is this rally now over, okay? Is this rally over, and can we expect new bear market lows from here? Because as I explained to you in the last video, we are basically at a key pivotal point now, just below that previous swing high. This is, by the way, the 4-hour chart. This Elliott wave triangle that I showed you, looking at the greater context, could break down from here and give us another bear market low. I don't like the look, though, of that triangle. I think there's a good chance we eventually move higher than, for example, in this diagonal pattern. So I don't necessarily believe that we go down from here to a new bear market low. But, you know, TA is not so much about believing. It's about watching the key levels that the market gives us, highlighting the risk. And I mean, the risk to the downside is quite high from here, given that we have arrived at a key area just below 38 cents. The 38 cent level above that level would favor a more direct bullish scenario in the yellow wave count, 5 waves into the 60, maybe even 70 cent range. But whenever we get close to these invalidation points, that is really, really interesting, typically also for trading. So basically, we're waiting if the price can break above 38 cents. It might not do that straight away, so I want to share with you a bullish scenario, yeah, short term, in which the price can fill in 5 waves. How would that look like? And a bearish case in which we might get rejected here and head to the downside. So I will have to go to the shorter time frame wave count. What I will do, I will tidy all of this up quickly. So we just want to hide the micro counts that we had on the chart. We don't need them at the moment. What we do need, though, is to understand where we could be heading if things continue to move higher from here. So there you go. So yeah, I mean, what you need to understand, there is a potential, or let me just keep it simple. Let me keep it simple. I'm just going to take the micro count out because the price broke below this micro support, okay, and below the trend line. I will take that now out as well, but it basically indicates some weakness. So what does it mean? Well, there is obviously this white wave count that I showed you that could take us to new bear market lows from here. Do I believe it? Not necessarily, but obviously we need to be open to all scenarios that are at least not unlikely, and this one is from here a likely scenario structurally. If we look at the general sentiment in the crypto market, I personally don't think we are going to see new bear market lows from here. I think there's a good chance to push higher, but maybe we get a more decent setback from here, which could lead to a larger pullback before we continue to move higher. So you see here that yellow diagonal structure on the chart, and how these 5 waves could look like. So I just want to show you how this could look like. So in the white count, which is the bearish one, let's start with that. We have basically completed here an E wave of a triangle. The E wave consists of a, let me see, WXY structure and the Y wave of an ABC. So that could be technically finished. It must be because, well, in this scenario, it must be because the price cannot really push any higher without invalidating the triangle. So if it goes down from here, what we would like to see is a 5-wave move to the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Targeting, I would say, 15 to 20 cents roughly. If we really see this is playing out, then we can specify that further once I have the first 1, 2 setup in play. This wave 1 would again be a 5-wave move. Yeah. And if really a top is in place, then we might have already seen the first wave 1 down of circle wave 1. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my view is that the downside pressure remains very active as long as the price now stays below 36.6 cents. Okay, so this is one scenario that is definitely one that can be traded, that we can be watching for. Okay, so if we continue to move down to keep the downside pressure alive, we need to stay below 36.6 cents. There is another scenario in the yellow count. We need to understand that this third wave would be an ABC structure, okay? This here cannot be wave 3 yet because we haven't made a new high, which means that what happened here could just have been the A wave of wave 3. We could enter a pullback in a B wave, A, B, C, in wave B. The microstructure would basically be the same, okay? And then we could move up in wave C in 5 waves and fulfill wave 3. Then we get a wave 4 and ABC in wave 5. This would be a bullish wave count where we also could get a pullback, quite a substantial pullback potentially, but would eventually continue the move higher. In this particular scenario, support would be between 26.2 cents and 30 cents. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even need to get down to 30, but that's the 50% fib level. Support actually starts at 31.7 cents, but it would be a very, very shallow B wave then, yeah? Yeah, and then we could still push higher. So these are the two main scenarios I'm observing. Obviously, there is the potential to break out more directly, but then I would only really see that above 36.6 cents, because that would then be a break above that 78.6 fib level, which means in the short term, I would keep the focus on lower, would rather emphasize the idea of a more bullish yellow wave count, yeah, at least short-term bullish, that is. Very short-term, however, the focus seems to be on the downside against that resistance area. However, I can tell you one thing, it's not confirmed yet that we are heading down further. This would be further confirmed with a break below this wave 1 low at 33.3 cents. At this stage, because we haven't made a 1-2 setup, I would not be surprised to even extend higher, but it would be a bit unclear to me at this stage how the wave count would then look like. But for now, I'm simply watching here. I don't think we have a reliable setup at this stage. A nice setup would come if we get a deep pullback, a corrective pullback in this B wave to trade the C wave higher of wave 3. That would be a really nice setup. On the other hand, a break above 38 cents could be a pullback trade, a breakout trade setup, but breakout trades always have higher risk. That's my update about ADA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.